lock in. That is a message I have for all of our Capricorns here today. Hello, my name is Carly, and this is Divine Cosmic Readings. I do things different here, where I meditate over the message the universe wants for me to give you today, and then I pull some tarot cards to get the theme of the overall reading. And I have quite a few cards today the universe wants to tell you. So I'm going to start with the Knight of Wands. I got this one first. As I said in my last video, my readings are quite chaotic. I did have to shuffle things around a bit, but the Knight of Wands is meant to be first, because this is telling me you need to finish something. You need to finish something. You're very energetic, and I'm getting the sense that you rush into things. You're very impulsive. That's what I'm like, it sounded like with how this guy is depicted. He's, kind of seeing like charging in. He's rushing in. I'm getting the sense that you rush. And this is telling me you need to finish something first. This is telling me you need to finish something. Next, we have the Fool. So once you finish that something, the Fool is that new beginning. I'm getting awakening. I'm getting spiritual awakening. You need to. I'm hearing you need to. I got power and awakening today during my meditation, and I got the sense that that was very, very important. I underlined it twice, and I wrote important in parentheses. And there's someone here today. I heard please as well. I'm hearing that now. I'm hearing please. So the universe is telling you, please, they're doing this because I have a feeling that something very important. You are very important. I'm sensing power. You are power. I'm hearing you are power. You are powerful. I actually talked about this to somebody yesterday, so maybe this message is for you. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting powerful. I also got the image of someone kind of like floating in a space, kind of like they were unconscious and their body was kind of very lax. I got the sense that they were floating upwards from this kind of dark space down below to a very lighter space. So maybe that's you coming out of that darkness. Maybe you have a bunch of, I'm hearing fear. I'm hearing fear. That's your fear. That's your insecurities, maybe your doubts, that darkness there, your hesitation, and the universe is wanting to lift you up into that light of enlightenment, of awakening, of power. I'm hearing scared. You're scared of it. You're fearful. You're scared of it. That goes into with this card right here, the Devil. This does not mean the devil is after you. This is not what that means. It means you're being seduced by like worldly matters, material matters, and they are important. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say disregard all of that and just like throw yourself into this new thing that the universe is wanting you to do. This is telling you that to not neglect, I'm hearing not neglect your spiritual side. Because I have a feeling it's been neglected for very long, and this is telling me that you're being seduced in a way or being distracted by other things in your life. But this is the universe telling you it's time. It's time to awaken. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes from whenever I did my meditation. I got contentment as well, which really goes in with the Ten of Cups, which is a sense of happiness. Like, you know, the overall, I got this was very separate from the spread that I just did, but I feel like this is just equally important. I feel like this is its own separate thing though. But contentment and the Ten of Cups is more or less the same thing. You're going to get that feeling of contentment. I'm getting the sense that once you do awaken, if you do listen to this message, you know, you're going to get a sense of contentment, a sense of happiness, a sense of belonging. I'm hearing please again. I'm hearing please again. Let's see what we can glean from this. I also heard remember who you are. I know that's very Lion King, but that's what I got. That's what I heard that message today. It really went, I think it goes well with the Devil card. Like to not be seduced. To remember who you are. Let's see. What does the universe have in store for our Capricorns? I usually do this 3 times. If nothing comes through, then I just put down the deck. And that just tells me that they don't want to say anything. So that was a second try. Oh, there we go. Ah! Let me see if there's anything else before I put the deck down. Nope. I'm hearing nope. I got Ursa Minor, which is consequences. Okay? This kind of goes with the Ursa Major with the vows that I got yesterday. Maybe you're tuning back in again and this is also meant for you. The consequences of not listening, of keeping that vow. But also I get the sense that this is also the consequences of not listening to this message today. About, I'm seeing an apple. I'm seeing it decaying and rotting in front of me. And I get the sense that that is your spiritual self, that it will decay. And that is the consequence of not listening to this message. Everything will be thrown out of balance. I'm hearing balance and like that rotting and that decaying inside of your spiritual self. I'm getting this sense that will be the consequence of not listening. Let's see. I'm getting the sense, maybe for those of you who believe this, in reincarnation. I'm getting this sense that the remember who you are, maybe a sense of reincarnation. Okay. So, I'm hearing one more. If there's nothing, I'm going to be mad. Okay. I got the Hermit. With this, again, it goes with the choice. I'm getting the choices. You're debating whether or not you're very... I'm getting like a teetering motion. You're very back and forth. You're very back and forth with your choices to either believe this message or not. I keep hearing that please again. I keep hearing that please. This is telling you to please listen. Please listen and take this to heart. But then again, it is your choice. The universe wants you to awaken. It wants you to be powerful. It wants you to remember who you are. It wants to lift you out of those fears and that darkness into that light of awakening and enlightenment. And this is telling you right here with the Hermit, this is telling you to take that time. They're not saying you have to do it now. You know, they're not saying right now. The universe is just begging you to consider, because it is ultimately your choice. They're not going to just say you need to do this. You know, we do have free will. We do. As one of the divine elements of the universe is our souls, and our souls give us free will. So this is the Hermit, and this is the universe telling you to take some time and, like, you know, really, really seriously, I'm hearing seriously, don't just, like, you know, spend 5 minutes just thinking about it and then just come to your conclusion and toss it away. No, they want you to actually seriously consider, spend actual time, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I mean, it's a serious decision that you need to come to. So that's what they're telling me. Got anything else from... Oh, this one wants to come out. Ooh. That's a really good one. Let me see. I kind of just want to go through the deck 3 times just to get those messages. Wow, this is talking. This is talking today. Oh, heard note with that one. I'm hearing no with these 2. Okay. All right, the first one I got... Oh, these are awesome. The first one I got was breakthrough. Not breakthrough. Into darkness. You see how the torch is upside down here. This is telling me, it really pairs well with the devil. It really pairs well with the devil. How the devil, in some aspect or form, not the devil itself, maybe, you know, if that's what you believe, maybe the negative forces are out to, again, seduce you, to help you distract you. And it's dimming your light. It's dimming your light. And it's like, again, that apple with the decay. That's your spiritual self is decaying. But this, how, like I said, this is turned upside down. You can turn that light in yours upside down and help it, and you can feed it something else. You know, maybe I'm hearing nurture. That light can be focused. You know, you can draw. It's getting kind of jumbled in my head. Hang on, let me focus. Again, with this card, how the light, you know how torches and lights go out eventually, but this is saying you turn, like you, I'm hearing dig deep and find that light again. Turn that torch upside down, you know, find a different way for your light to ignite again. Just get it to a good roaring flame. And you see this ribbon, you know, it's come undone because you're wanting to, or you're going to start that new beginning, or the possibility of that new beginning, as with the Fool. Next I got was breakthrough. This is really great because, like, you know, this is telling you potentially, if you listen to this message and you do that spiritual awakening and enlightenment and everything, then you'll have that breakthrough that you've been wanting. I'm hearing wanting. I'm seeing that you really, really want to do this. Like you want to do this. You want to be spiritually fulfilled and spiritually enlightened and awakened, and you want to have that power, but you're scared because I'm feeling that there are stigmas attached to this fear of yours. There are certain stigmas, but this is telling you if you let those go, and again, it comes back to the Hermit, maybe like, you know, take some time. And take some time to really think about it, put a good thought process into it, and come to a decision if you want to. And once you do, you know, you can start that process of the spiritual enlightenment, because it's not going to happen overnight. You know, the spiritual enlightenment takes takes a good while, with maybe some good shadow work, some healing of your past. But once you do all of that, you'll have that breakthrough. And I really like how it's kind of like, it's almost kind of like it's a finger pointing towards a stone, and then you get the starry sky above it. And it's like, you know, you're breaking through into the universe. And the last one I got was attachment. And you see how like the ivy is clinging to the tree. It's again, comes back to that floating in darkness and into the light. You need to let go of some fears, some insecurities, all that doubt, all that stigma. And maybe, you know, again, process it. Just process it. It all goes back to the Hermit. You know, process it. Let go of that attachment. Let go of that fear, that doubt, everything. And once you do, you'll have that breakthrough. You'll have it. And you'll be so contented. You'll be so happy, and you'll be so fulfilled spiritually. They want to give you, I don't know why, I just got that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean, a whole bushel of apples. I'm going to eat a whole bushel of apples for some reason. Because that's what because like with the apple and the decay, but now I'm hearing the whole bushel of apples. The universe wants to give you, you know, they want to grow in you. They hope you can cultivate this tree, you know, this tree of growth, this tree of enlightenment, this tree of I'm hearing tree of spirit. Like your spirit will grow just like that tree, and it's going to be, you know, very, very strong. I'm hearing strong. I'm seeing like the roots underneath is very, like you're like clinging to the dirt, the roots of your spiritual enlightenment. Like I'm just seeing like all the seasons go through this tree, and it can't be, it's resilience. Like I got the other day with, or yesterday with that resilience card. Even if you cut it down, it's very resilient. So that's what I feel that you'll get whenever you do that breakthrough and you let go of that attachment, and you get that fire, and you turn it, you get that dwindling fire, and you turn it upside down, and you help it, and you help feed it. You help nurture that fire. I'm hearing done. So this is for all of our Capricorns here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this has helped you. I hope it resonates, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for supporting me. Click like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.